Hello, we are on the roof of a mean Farvez today at 502 Woodburn Lane, and State Farm has written an estimate for repairs to this roof. Today we're gonna repair this shingle outlined in yellow, marked with an X. The other numbered shingles are for the shingles that may be affected as a result of this repair. Shingle 5, 6, and 7, part of 5, all of 6, and all of 7 has to be lifted in order to remove the fasteners. And depending on what may happen, if we have mat transfer, it can affect 3. If we have mat transfer here, it can affect 1, vice versa 2, and so on. So these are all the shingles that may be affected as a result of the repair. So we're going to document it today and see what happens. I am Andrew Page. I am a BEI certified repairability assessor for asphalt shingle roofing systems. And I've been hired to do the repair today and again document it from start to finish. So here's our overview. We have photos as well. And I am going to now set you up at an angle so that you can see how high shingles are manipulated during our repair process today. We will make sure to keep, bear with me, one of these legs is a little wonky. Okay, that should be good. We will be sure to keep it below 45 degrees. I am going to use a snake tool today to perform the repairs and unsealing process. This is the damaged tab. I'm going to move forward and sealing the shingles above it and beside it now. Definitely have some matting transfer, and as you can see, alright, let me stop real quick and show this. So as you can tell, I was being gentle, but you can see the edge of the tool here. So I'm gonna take a quick photo of that. It's also gonna mean we'll go ahead and mark the shingle out because we now have a tear in it. I'm gonna move it back over here. Okay. So we've got that tear. As you can see, I'm not being rough at all. I am doing my best to mitigate any damage. Okay. Otherwise, these would all be unsealed by now. If I was going fast through this process. So what I can say for certain, and we're gonna take some photos after, but I can just feel it when I'm unsealing. All of these shingles have substantial mat transfer and is going to prevent it from ever sealing back down properly. So let me come over and give you some up close here. But all right, you can see the damage tab here. I'm gonna lift it slightly. That is massive massive pieces of mat transfer. I mean, that's the entire tar strip on that one. This one, we already showed the tear, and you can see why. A huge chunk of mat transfer. And this is right next to shingle there. Easy on that side, but pretty substantial on this side, so that's shingle too. Let's see, oh yeah, massive piece here and there. All right, so as a result of that, 2, because of that mat transfer, 6 because of the tear, and also this mat transfer, 7 with all the mat transfer shown under that, 5, 2, 6, 7, 5, and then let's see. Okay, so this is on shingle 5. You can see the huge pieces there. So shingle 3 as well. Shingle 1, that side appears to be all right. So won't mark out shingle 1, but 3, 5, 7, 6, and 2 all now are damaged and in need of repair just from the unsealing process. So we're gonna move forward, removing the fasteners and putting the new shingle in. Oh. While I was doing that, I did not take photos. Let me go ahead and grab a few photos for the timestamp reasons. Here. Massive. I'm gonna put a measurement up next to that. That's huge. Okay. Oh, all right. Oh yeah. Let's see. Shingles here. Just see my phone with this tripod leg in the way. Okay. All right, now we'll move forward. Make sure we got all the photos we need. And before I start lifting to remove fasteners, I did say we won't lift above 45 degrees. That is a speed square, which shows what a 45-degree angle is. We will not lift it any higher than that during the repair today. Okay. We also just had a nail pull through. This is on the shingle we're replacing, so not of a major concern. Okay, I am going to document that one though. See, I left the snake tool there, and I'm going to show you underneath. Oh, golly. Okay, so you can see underneath here. I want to try to push slightly on it. It's torn. There's a tear in the shingle here just from trying to remove the fastener. Let's see if I can grab a photo. There we go. All right, let's get you back down over here. Okay. pretty good tear underneath there. Another nail pull through there. Okay. I'm going to bring you over as I slide the shingle out. Whew. Extreme aggregate loss, but showing that mat transfer. And so we'll look underneath the shingles after we finish the repair, because there's going to be chunks of this missing from the shingle above it here. So go ahead and snap another photo here up close. Okay, set that off to the side. Let me grab our new shingle. Now I'm just gonna wipe the area where I'm placing the new shingle off a little bit, because there is, as I was saying, some pretty heavy granular loss happening. Right. OCD, so I want to make sure it's a perfect fit in there. And not sure if that's picking up on the video or not, but there is, again, heavy granular loss as I strike these new fasteners in. Blow some of that chalk out of the way, golly. fasteners. And take my chalk out of there. Zoom out here. All right, so the new shingle is marked there. Let me give a bit of an outline here. Okay, and you can see some light fracturing here. So what I'm gonna do before we lift again to look at the mat transfer, I'm gonna lightly touch the shingle, because the next wind or rainstorm that comes through will wash or blow any loose aggregate that's in a fracture out. So I'm just gonna lightly touch it to see if we have any aggregate loss. And you can I'm doing this with my fingers cut off here. And you can definitely see some heavy aggregate loss and fracturing on the courses above. But our main concern is definitely that mat transfer. Now that I've done this, I'm gonna lift this up so you can see underneath the shingle. Obviously, we don't lift it that high when we're doing a repair, but I wanna just show you how that mat transfer is just pieces of this top shingle here. And we've got huge, oh gosh, that sun. There we go. Got huge pieces of it. I mean, that's damn near half of the shingle itself laying right there on the tar strip. So the mat transfer alone disqualifies this roof from being able to be repaired. These shingles will never seal back down, but we also again have fracturing, but we do have heavy aggregate loss. I'm gonna do a control area here. And I mean, we don't have the same thing because these haven't been manipulated, but you can still see aggregate loss just from what little I am touching the shingle. I'm gonna go ahead and you can just see from what little I touch the shingle, you can see aggregate loss just because of the condition of the roof. But yeah, this was our control here. And again, you can see some aggregate loss, but that's because this roof is in very bad shape. Aggregate loss is widespread, but above the repair, it's much more prominent because these shingles have been manipulated to remove fasteners. So we'll send this in along with photos. And just again to recount the number of damaged shingles, this was shingle 6 is damaged, shingle 2, shingle 7, shingle 5, and then there was, mat transfer here, shingle 3. So we have 3, 5, 7, 2, and 6 all have damage as a result of this repair. And that is repairing one shingle and now damaging 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shingles. And this is a cascading effect. This will continue to happen with each repair given the condition of the roof. So again, we'll send this in along with photos and documentation in my report. Thank you for your consideration.